more TMI. Sorry. But you know why they locked the real alligator?
What does that mean?
We'll go hang out. We'll go hang out.
Crazy, man.
I have to show you the seedier side of Albuquerque.
Oh, man. What is that, like your family reunion?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, we're on the Scott Connor Show. Just yucking it up. So we tase teenagers. I think I want to talk about Tom Cruise a little bit when we come back.
Okay.
Because he just gets all serious. He gets all in people's faces. I'm a movie star, and I know things. You know.
Scientologist.
All right, let's go to break. Messages.
This is the Scott Connor Show on New Mexico's leader, 770 KKOB.
If you've traveled some around the country, chances are you've heard a lot of talk about talk radio.
Insane idea that the government is better able to
But we
spend
thought
our money.
you might like to hear the sound of talk radio in other parts of the world. In Kigali, in Sarajevo, in Beijing. Fact is, the right to speak your mind, to agree or disagree with principalities and governments, is a unique American privilege. At 770 KKOB, we're proud to provide you a platform for that privilege every day of the week. So go ahead, step up to the telephone and talk to the world.
Thanks for taking my call. I feel
770 KKOB, Albuquerque.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS report.
Oh, righty then. It's a real honor being voted Albuquerque's best male massage therapist. I think it's due to the fact that I practice more traditional body work and avoid that whole new age feeling that other therapists project. Additionally, I've had wonderful results working with patients with fibromyalgia, symptoms of carpal tunnel, body aches and pains, and of course, stress-related issues. It's my goal to change lives an hour at a time.
You're listening to the Scott Connor Show. Don't be a loser this summer. Don't drink and drive. A message from your friends at 770 KKOB.
I have entered the city. You have entered the Scott Connors. I messed that up. Can you start that over? Cut. I'm going to be in my trailer. I'm going to memorize my line. Read it. Card girl. You have entered the Scott Connor Zone on 770 KKOB. 5 to 7 on Saturdays. How lucky is the universe that I'm here now? There we go.
There it is.
Yes. So, we're at the Hilton last night.
Hilton.
You know, and I they got a jiggy thing going on down. Is it? Do I seem weird when I say jiggy coming out of my mouth?
It's a little 98, but
a little 98.
Yeah, it's a little 98.
Last, decade.
What's a good word? What was the word you used earlier? Shatta?
For shizzle.
It was off the hizzy. It was off the
shizzle.
All right, so the Hilton thing's kind of off the hizzy over there, right?
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm so white.
I know. You are.
You don't get much white. I'm almost translucent.
I'm clear.
So they've got an energetic crowd over there.
There was a lot of hot people there last night.
There were hot, but the problem was
there's some Albuquerque 8s, Albuquerque 9s. There's no California 10s.
Yeah, there was no California 10s. And here's the problem is, so I'm walking through the crowd. I'm trying to find a person, and when I look for people to be on the show, first of all, I encourage people to email me at scottconnorshow.com if you want to be a guest on the show. It's pretty easy to get on the show, isn't it, Larry?
It's pretty easy.
Because I want regular people. I don't, although
Walmart shoppers, Target shoppers.
We've had everybody. Plumbers. We've had garbage men on.
That's right.
Midgets, clowns, Walmart people. We've had, and of course
sluts,
male sluts, which is you, my friend. So and somebody has to have that certain sparkle in their eye, that they can handle themselves on the radio and just have a conversation like we're doing today. Yeah. So good-looking people don't tend to have that sparkle. They end at good-looking, and then they just don't have much more. I tend to go for somebody who's interesting-looking like me. I'm not good-looking. I'm just bizarre.
But that's cool.
I'm like a train wreck littered with porn. You just can't help but look.
Awesome. Train wreck.
Michael's crying in there.
Yeah, they were all pretty plastic, but mostly the old Shakers
They're plastic.
crowd.
So let me tell you the story. So I'm walking through the crowd, and this one girl checks me out. She gives me the once over. She goes, head to toe.
Hey.
And I stopped. I thought, and she looked like a very interesting person. She was probably about a 5.5. And her sister's sitting there next to her, right? And I'm like, hey, would you like to come on the show? I'm Scott, and I gave her the business card to prove, I'm not some kind of weirdo trying to pick up on her. And she in the conversation, she goes, how much are you going to pay me? You're on a 50,000 watt station. You should be blessed that you're coming on my show. What's wrong with you? And she's like, well, I'm not coming on the show unless you pay me. And her sister's like, yeah, she's got to get some money. And they go, what do you think? We're prostitutes? And I said, yeah, you look like prostitutes.
You're asking for money.
You're asking for money. And then I said, well, aren't all women prostitutes? And they just went off the hook. Get out of here. You got to get out of here. You got to leave. Me. You know what? If you can't stand the heat, leave the kitchen. And if you want to listen to my view on that, you can go on scottconnershow.com, click on the button at audio. And I did a show on that. All women are prostitutes. I laid it out step by step why they're all prostitutes.
And all men are pigs.
All men are pigs and dogs. But that's a given. But I've proven that all women are prostitutes.
It's just a matter
Your
of
mom,
price.
my mom, your sister, everybody, your grandma, they're all prostitutes, baby.
It's just a matter of price.
It's a matter of price, absolutely. Yeah. So, and you're agreeing, aren't you? Come on, it's radio.
Yeah,
well, we all are. We all are.
No, you, my friend, are almost like a saint. You give it away for free.
I do. I really do. It's all good.
So anyway, so I'm there, and then they got all bent out of shape.
Oh wow!
And then the crowd last night was sprinkled with people like that. Yeah. They go there. They go to Walmart, put on their hottest Walmart shirt. Their cheap little dime shoes, and they think they're something.
Stop talking about me.
There was a few. There was actually a few that were kind of hot.
Yeah.
But 80% of them were pretty all right.
Yeah.
Right now, some girls are going.
Hey, by the way, women, if you got a pooch, don't wear a short shirt. I don't need to see the pooch. I mean, look like a marsupial in there. You're not hot, all right? If you can see cellulite stretching across your dress, pick something else. It's just a tip from your Uncle Scott.
Yeah.
It's true. Now you're hot, Megan.
Thanks.
You can wear anything. You can wear nothing, and you're fine. You can wear burlap, and you'd be hot.
Yeah.
You get a little
I actually
closer
have
to
a
the mic,
burlap
though.
dress back home.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, you came from what, Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
No
That's
wonder.
what we wear there.
No wonder.
Get the onions out of the bag, wear the bag.
So you kind of smell oniony. It's better.
You got me crying over here, Scott. You got me crying, okay?
Yeah, that's the onions.
Yeah. Pablo's got his peeler out.
Hey.
We're talking about.
Oh no! We got a call from the West Side.
West Side.
West Side. All right, let's go to West Side. David, did you dare get on this conversation?
Dave from the
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, going good.
Hey, you know what? I was, listening to what you were saying about, kids getting beat down in school, and I totally agree with that.
Way to get us back on track, David.
No discussion, no argument. He's totally down with that.
Beat the kids.
Oh, yeah. I went to a private school, and that used to happen. You'd get, I guess, 10 whacks if you were to get into a fight. And then if you got caught...
If you were the loser, would you get more?
Got whacked again for losing.
You get like 12 if you lost the fight, you little pansy.
But it would make you think twice, and that's what happens.
Yep.
These kids nowadays, they really don't think about it. They just go ahead and do it, and that's why there's so much, crap going on in school.
Yeah, they don't fear authority anymore, and
not at all.
Not to dump a cold glass of water on this levity, but the Bible talks about that. In the end days, the children will run. They'll be the ones telling the parents what to do. Parents will fear their children.
Yeah, that's
true.
Sure.
That is biblical.
That's how it is.
Just got to throw it in there because that's the right thing to do. Got to keep.
And another thing that I totally agree with is, if a woman has a little